pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, welcome to the Trustee General Meeting of September 26th at 1 p.m. I'll ask the Secretary Treasurer to call the roll.
William Parrish.
Present.
Ann Walker.
Here.
Edward J. Warner.
Present.
William Pell, present. And Scott Harwood's present.
Present. Okay, we have a quorum. And welcome to our folks that are on Zoom. Just for everybody's information, our next work session is going to be coming up pretty quick on October 3rd at 9:30 a.m. here at the Town Hall, followed by our regular meeting, also on the same day, October 3rd, 2022, at 1 p.m. We have no discussions, so we'll jump right into our public hearing. We have a notice of public hearing on an amendment of the rules and regulations for the management products of the town waters, considering amending the Blue Book, Article 7, Section 47, permits required. I'd like to make a motion to open the public hearing.
Second.
Seconded, Trustee Pell. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Good afternoon, Joseph Lombardo, Special Counsel to the Trustees. Excuse me. The amendment to the Blue Book is being done to expand the category of design professional that can put a stamp on plans that are submitted for a permit to the trustees. I believe we originally had only architect. Under New York State law, design professionals is the term which is used, and it is basically engineers, it is architects, and at the suggestion of Trustee Welker, depending on certain projects which are presented to you, a landscape architect would be the appropriate design professional to be working on plans that are going to be submitted to you. So that's the purpose of this. It's to merely expand the category of design professional that can stamp the plans that are submitted for a permit.
That makes sense, Joe. Is there anybody else in the public that wants to speak on this matter? Okay. Anybody, any of the trustees?
Nope.
Okay,
Thank you, Joe.
makes perfect
Thank
sense.
you.
Thank you very much, Joe.
And again, sorry to hold you guys up those couple minutes.
Scott.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Scott, it might be Zoom.
Anybody on Zoom like to speak? Thank you for pointing that out, James. It's a whole new dimension we got going on.
No one on Zoom?
No one on Zoom wants to speak on the expansion of licensed professionals that are allowed to stamp plans that come before the trustees?
Then can I make a motion to close it? And
Is there a mo-
I'll make a motion to close it and keep it open for our next meeting for any written comments.
I think we actually have we have an adopting resolution on later on in this meeting.
Okay, then close it.
Yeah, I think this is more of a housekeeping type of an issue,
Okay.
expansion, so.
Make a
Trustee
motion to
Pell-
close it.
I'll second it.
Seconded by Trustee Warner, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Public hearing is closed. Public portion. 3 minutes of time. Anybody that would like to address the Board of Trustees on any issue that they are having, now is the time to speak up under
Me.
public portion. No?
Public portion.
No? Public portion?
I just want to hear the resolution that you're reading.
You
You
need,
gotta go.
you need to come at the podium so we can hear you. And state your name, please.
Tiffany, 53 Cliff Drive. Really don't have much to say, just want to hear the resolution. I referred to the agenda regarding 65 Cliff Drive.
Okay, we'll be coming to that in a little bit.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's go to the applications for permits. Just keep right on down our agenda. On Rosh Hashanah, right? Happy New Year.
Yes.
TV land. I have Trustee Resolution 2022-251, application of Joan Standish, 36 Rampasture Road, Hampton Bays, New York. Tax map number 900-320-1-2. Project we worked on in work session. I recommend its approval.
Second.
Seconded, Trustee Warner, all in favor?
Aye.
Trustee Resolution 2022-252, the application of Richard Tempesta, 4 Shinnecock Road, East Quogue, Suffolk County Tax Map Number 900, 384-3-40. Another project that we extensively worked on through work session. I recommend its approval.
Second.
Seconded, Trustee Warner, all in favor?
Aye.
Got Trustee Resolution 2022-253, application of Edward and Elizabeth Summick, 17 Bay Road, Quogue, New York, tax map number 902-6-1-10, project on Stone Creek. Another project that we worked on in work session meets Blue Book regulations. This time I recommend its approval.
Second.
Seconded, Trustee Welker, all in favor? Trustee Resolution 2022-254, application of Diane Davy, 7 Dolphin Road, East Quogue, tax map 900-384-2-4. It's a Shinnecock Shores project. I recommend its approval at this time.
Second.
Seconded, Trustee Warner, all in favor?
Aye.
I have Trustee Resolution 2022-255, renewal application, second renewal for Whitehall Capital Investors, tax map 0900-372-1-10.3. Recommend its renewal.
Second.
Seconded, Trustee Warner, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I have Trustee Resolution 2022-256, also a second renewal for Sunset 60 LLC, permit number GP 000204, and tax map 900-372-1-10.4. Recommend its renewal.
Second.
Seconded, Trustee Warner. All in favor?
Aye.
I have Trustee Resolution 2022-257. It's a first renewal on permit number GP 000322, John A. Paganucci, 9 Washington Drive, Hampton Bays, tax map 900-259-2-43.22. Recommend its renewal.
Second.
Seconded, Trustee Warner. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Trustee Resolution 2022-258. This is a fourth renewal for Kenneth and Rand Griner, permit number FXD 00048 at 30 Penniman Point Road, tax map 0902-6-2-12.2. Recommend its renewal.
Second.
Seconded, Trustee Warner. All in favor?
Aye.
Trustee Resolution 2022-259, application Linda and Edward Kishley, 215 Noack Road, North Sea, tax map number 900-76-5-35, body of water, North Sea. We went through this through work session.
Second.
Seconded, Trustee Warner. All in favor?
Aye.
Trustee Resolution 2022-260. It's a renewal application, the first one for Stephen Ting, 82 Little Neck Road, Shinnecock Hills, Suffolk County, tap map number 900-234-4-15, body of water, Old Fort Pond. We already have approved this. I recommend its approval. I need a second.
Second.
Second, Trustee Pell. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Trustee Resolution 2022-261. This is a modification of the permit for GP 000335 65 Cliff Drive LLC, 65 Cliff Drive, Noack, New York, Suffolk County tax map 900-9-1-18.1, body of water, Dug Canal off of Sag Harbor Cove. Whereas the Board of Trustees finds that the subject project is of Type 2 action pursuant to 6 New York CRR Part 617, and no further environmental review is required under the State Environmental Quality Review Act, now therefore be it resolved that the Board of Trustees of the freeholders of the commonalty of the town of Southampton hereby authorize the President and the Secretary-Treasurer to sign the modification permit first of 65 Cliff Drive LLC, permit number GP 000335, for the dredging and site restoration and stabilization, 90 linear feet low sill bulkhead with 2 10 linear feet returns, and a top elevation tapering from 1.7 to 1 foot, and approximately 50 cubic yards of dredging / sediment reclamation to elevation of minus 1.0, in strict compliance with plans by Nelson and Pope, sheets 1 through 7, last revised on June 21st, 2022, per DEC comments. DEC Compliance Schedule A attached hereto, for the premises located at 65 Cliff Drive, Noyak, New York, Suffolk County Tax Map 900-9-1-18.1. Let it further be resolved, the following conditions shall apply. Number 1, trenched wire-backed silt fence shall be installed and maintained at the apparent high tide line within 7 days of permit issuance to control erosion and additional silt and sediments from entering the water column, and shall be subject to further inspection and modification to require additional remediation, if needed, until the bulkhead is installed. 2, upon completion of the bulkhead, the trustees will inspect the site to determine the specifications of a final revegetation plan. 3, tie rods and dead men shall be noted on the plan. 4, a reclamation dredge shall be performed to reestablish an adequate tidal flow into the canal. Specification shall be at least 1 foot lower than the mean low water mark and be 12 feet wide, and shall extend at least the entire length of the bulkhead, and shall be subject to modification upon trustee inspection as set forth in the DEC permit. Like an approval?
I'll second it.
Seconded, trustee Warner, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I have a
Thank you.
question on this. Jessica, when will this be issued, this permit? Will it be,
I'll enter the votes tomorrow morning, probably, and then James gets the permits to issue. I don't know how long.
Usually a week.
could it be any, can you speed it up somehow? Because that way the 7-day starts clicking for the silt fence to prevent more stuff falling in there.
We'll get it as soon as we can, yeah.
Okay. Thank you for doing that.
Good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. I got trustee resolution 2022-248. It's the settlement documents for Stovey Village of West Ham Dunes. I'm going to table this to the next meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Trustee Resolution 2022-262, purchasing. Resolved to authorize the purchase of 200-horse outboard for P-19 pump-out vessel from Mercury Marine. Whereas the resolution of 2022 require authorized resolution for any expended in excess of $1,000, whereas the trustees have obtained a quote from Mercury Marine, a authorized seller of marine parts, and use the contract signed with the town of Southampton, and be it. Resolved, the trustees authorize to purchase a 200 horsepower outboard from Mercury Marine in the amount of $13,355, and now where theirs be it. Further resolved that the source fund should be the Board of Trustee Pump Out Division Equipment, GL 01-99-8189-00-6200-0001 in the amount not to exceed $13,355.
Second.
Second.
Seconded by myself and trustee Welker. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Trustee Resolution 2022-263, purchasing, authorize the purchase of a snow fence for a plover program, whereas the Board of Trustees requires snow fence for the pipe and plover program, and whereas the Board of Trustees Resolution of 2021-02 requires authorized resolution for any expended over $1,000, and whereas the Board of Trustees have obtained quotes from East Islip Lumber Company, Inc. for the amount of $1,017.90, using the Suffolk County contract SFPSTW 041022, and so be it. Resolve the trustee authorized payment to East Islip Company, Lumber Company, and that the source of funds should come from GL SN-99-8790-00-6420-000, amount of not to exceed $1,017.90.
Second.
Seconded, trustee Welker. All in favor?
Aye.
Trustee Resolution 2022-264, purchasing. This is the recall and amend purchase of a document scanner, whereas in August 15, 2022, the trustee resolution number 2022-227 was adopted as follows. Trustee required document scanning to prevent historical documents, whereas Staples holds a Sourcewell contract for the office supply catalog solution under the contract 012320-SCC. The contract remains effective until April 6, 2024. Whereas the purchasing agency received a quote from Staples for two Fuji's FI 7480 document scanner for the cost of $5,999.99. Whereas document scanner are available from Staples and use, the source contract has been verified being purchased for now, therefore be it. Resolve the trustees authorize the purchase of two document scanners from Staples at a cost of not to exceed $5,999.99. To be it. Furthermore, the source fund should be the Board of Trustees supply and others. GL 0199-8700-00-6426-000 in amount not to exceed $5,999.
The reason, I just want to make a comment, the reason for the recall and amend is the GL code was incorrect.
Thank
Want
you.
to make
Okay.
that up.
Thank
I was
you.
wondering
Clear
about
for you
that.
guys.
Thanks, Jess.
Thank you.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Seconded, trustee Welker, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Trustee Resolution 2022-265, I'd like to table this until the following meeting, please.
Second.
Seconded, trustee Warner, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Trustee Resolution 2022-266. This is the 2022-23 waterfowl hunting location applications for approved individual from the wait list. The approved individual from the wait list for permit number 191, William J. Clare at the Long Pond site. The Southampton Town Bay Constables have reviewed this application and recommended that it be approved. So I'd like to recommend the
Seconded,
approval.
trustee Parrish, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. I have trustee resolution 2022-267, waterfowl hunting location application for the addition of co-permittees, whereas the Board of Trustees finds that the subject project is a type 2 action pursuant to 6 NYCR Part 617, no further environmental review. The following waterfowl hunting location addition of co-permittee applications were received in the trustee's office. Number 71, Matthew S. Soma, with an addition of co-permittee Attilio J. Soma, and number 2, permit number 253, Attilio J. Soma, with an addition of co-permittee Matthew J. Soma. Whereas the Town of Southampton Bay Constables, pursuant to Article 5, Section 38, have reviewed the waterfowl hunting location applications listed above and have recommended that they be approved, and now therefore be resolved that pursuant to Article 5, Section 38 of the Rules and Regulations for the Management and Products of the Waters of the Town of Southampton, the Board of Trustees, the freeholders and commonality of the Town of Southampton hereby approves the above-listed waterfowl hunting location. Recs that the names of those individuals who are approved be stricken from the wait list.
Second.
Seconded, trustee Warner, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Trustee Resolution 2022-268 for the 2022-23 waterfowl hunting location permit, return spot to wait list. Whereas the Board of Trustees finds the subject project is type 2 action pursuant to 6 NYCRR Part 617, and no further environmental review is required under the State Environmental Quality Review Act, and whereas the following waterfowl hunting location permit was approved for the 2021-22 hunting season, and the permit holder subsequently received a renewal application packet for the 2022-2023 waterfowl hunting season, permit number 200, Ronald J. Yules, Noyak Creek, and whereas that upon receipt of the renewal application packet, the permittee made a request to return the above-mentioned location to the wait list. And resolved that the above permit location will be offered to the wait list at the appropriate time. I'd like to recommend the approval of this.
Second.
Second, trustee Warner, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, I have trustee resolution 2022-269. I'm going to correct and amend like a Scrivener's type error at the tail end of this. This is the denial of a waterfowl hunting location application of Matthew Phillips, which was requested at Shinnecock Bay West and East Quogue, whereas the Board of Trustees finds that the subject property is type 2 action pursuant to 6 NYCR Part 617, and no further environmental review is required under the state. Whereas a new waterfowl hunting location application of Matthias Phillips was received in the trustee's office and on August 29th, 2022, for one waterfowl hunting location. Whereas the following recommendations of the Bay Constable's conservation impact upon waterfowl species, availability of public access to the blind locations by means of land and waterways and distances and shooting directions to promote the safety and general welfare of the public. The Board of Trustees pursuant to Article 5, Section 38C6 have sufficiently reviewed the proposed water hunting location application listed above and have determined that the location requested is at an unsafe distance from other blinds and residences in the area and will have a negative conservation impact upon waterfowl species and is only accessible by way of private property over which trustees have not been granted access via easement and therefore have recommended that it be denied. Now therefore it be resolved that pursuant to Article 5, Section 38, C6 of the Rules and Regulations for the Management and Products of the Waters of the Town of Southampton, the Board of Trustees of the Freeholders and Commonalty of the Town of Southampton hereby denies the waterfowl location application in the waters in Shinnecock Bay West and East Quogue found by Matthias Phillips and denies a waterfowl location permit to same to hunt said location.
Second.
Seconded, Trustee Warner, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, I have Trustee Resolution 2022-270. I also am going to amend this resolution for some errors. It's for central purchasing and contracts compliance, 2022 notice to bidders for purchase of a Ford F-350. Resolved as per the Board of Trustees of the Freeholders and Commonalty of the Town Trustees, Town of Southampton, in conjunction with Southampton Town Clerk, comma, the Board of Trustees is hereby authorized to advertise for the public bid as per the following. Notice to bidders, take notice that sealed bids will be received by the Town Clerk, Southampton Town Hall, on or before Wednesday, November 2nd, 2022, by 2 p.m. And take further notice that due to the public health and safety concerns related to COVID-19, the bid opening will be opened and read aloud on camera at 2:30 on the day the bid is due. Results will be posted on our online bid and RFP system. And there's a following link that you can contact Town Hall and look at our website and find. Specifications are available beginning on Thursday, October 6th at 8:30 a.m. online. A bid packet will be available for inspection by the public at the Town Clerk's office, 116 Hampton Road, Southampton, Monday through Friday, except holidays between 8:30 a.m. and 3 p.m. Prospective bidders are encouraged to download or print the bid packet from the website herein listed, as no copies will be made for distribution by the clerk's office or any other office of the town. These specifications have been met with the approval of central purchasing and contracts compliance. Please note, each proposal must be submitted on a sealed envelope clearly marked 2022 purchase of Ford F-350 with your company name. Only the watermark pages are to be returned with your bid. Bids will remain sealed until the scheduled opening. Bidders must comply with all federal, state, and local laws. The Board of Trustees of the Freeholders and Commonalty of the Trustees reserve the right to waive any informalities in bids received and/or reject any and all bids.
Second.
Seconded, Trustee Pell. All in favor?
Aye. Trustee Resolution 2022-271, but Budget and Finance, amend 2022 adopted budget for vehicle and equipment. Whereas there been addition needed for increased vehicle and equipment line pushes the new vehicle, whereas the Board of Trustee addition $100,000 is needed to push the vehicle and documented scanner cover expense. Whereas the trustee available fund balance approved these expenses now, they'll be for it. Resolved, the Southampton Town Trustee hereby is authorized a prudent fund balance to be amount of $100,000 from GL SN-99-8790-00-9090-0000 and increase the vehicle GL SN-99-8790-006201-00 amount of $72,000 and equipment GL SN 998790-00-6200-000, amount of $28,000. And further, resolve the 2022 budget, adopted budget is amended and correctly with the town comp controller is authorized to make all budget and account entries necessary to execute.
Second.
Seconded trustee Welker, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we have trustee resolution 2022-272. This is the adopting resolution I believe, for the prior public hearing, allowing for the various design professionals to have their stamps acceptable on plans for the Board of Trustee permit applications. So the notice of adoption of amendment of rules and regulations and management products of town waters, considering amending the management products and waters that the Board of Trustees, commonality of the town of Southampton, held a public hearing on Monday, today, September 26, 2022, at 1 p.m. in the meeting room here at Town Hall. And the Board of Trustees for the town desire to update the rules and regulations for management and products of town water, AKA the Blue Book, Article 7, Section 47, to require that design drawings submitted with permit applications contain a stamp affixed to them that belongs to a design professional licensed by the state of New York. Under Article 7, Section 47F1A2, Rules and Regulations for the Management and Products of the Waters, hereby amended by deleting the matter stricken through and adding the underlined words as follows. In conjunction with the application for work, the trustees require the following for all new work, reconstruction, and replacement of existing structures. 2 copies of the following: property survey done by a New York State licensed surveyor and updated no more than 1 year prior to the application date. The survey submitted must bear the original seal of a licensed surveyor or engineer. Drawing plans must be drawn to scale, separate or on a survey, and must bear the original stamp or seal of the job-appropriate New York State licensed design professional, in parentheses, engineer, architect, or landscape architect, end parentheses. Photographs of the site and proposed work area must be included. Copies of any covenants and restrictions on the property, if applicable, must also be submitted with the application, and an electrical permit from the Town of Southampton Building Department, if applicable. The trustees are authorized to establish and promulgate rules and regulations for the management and products of the waters of the Town of Southampton pursuant to the Dongan Patent of 1686 and subsequent acts of the New York State Legislature, including Chapter 255 of the laws of 1818, Chapter 283 of the laws of 1831. If any section or subsection, paragraph, clause, phrase, or provision of this regulation shall be adjudged invalid or held unconstitutional by any court of competent jurisdiction, any judgment made thereby shall not affect the validity of this regulation as a whole, or any part thereof other than the part or provision so adjudged by the invalid or unconstitutional. The change shall take effect immediately upon the adoption of the amendment by the Board of Trustees of the Freeholders of Commonalty of the Town of Southampton. So take notice that a public hearing was held by the trustees of the Freeholders Commonalty of the Town of Southampton on Monday, September 26th, at 1 p.m. in the meeting room at Town Hall to hear any and all persons either for or against proposed amendment of Blue Book A340, Article 7, Section 47. Motion to approve?
Second.
Second, trustee Pell. All in favor?
Aye.
Trustee Resolution 2022-273, Budget and Finance. The warrant number 14 of 2022, trustees resolve as recommend review of by the town comp control the following vendor payment warrant 14 to be approved, the amount of $13,263.30. Call ahead, $50. Fisher's sign, $60. General code, $28.80. Home Depot credit card, $206.13. Joseph Labata, $1,800. Mercury Marine, $30. Otis Ford, $13.72. PSEGLI, $286.38. Town of Southampton, $9,850. W. Mason, $938.27, a total of $13,263.30.
Second.
Seconded, trustee Warner. All in favor?
Aye.
And I think that expeditiously concludes our Rosh Hashanah service here at the
Yes.
Trustees Day.
And Happy New Year to all
Yes.
Out there in TV land.
who celebrate.
Yeah, did we miss something?
No, you approved my summons. I came, the actual gentleman who was supposed to be meeting at 10.
Oh, well, we got it under control here.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
I know it's been a kind of a busy day here today. Is there any further discussions that the trustees have for the general session? I think we perhaps have to go back into an exec session.
Yeah, to
After
discuss
this, some
personnel issues.
potential litigation and personnel issues. So is there anything?
Nope.
Nope? Nope?
No, it's,
No, I think
Make a motion to,
Okay, wish everybody a happy new year and accept your motion to adjourn. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Seconded, trustee Warner and trustee Welker, all in favor?
Aye.
I have a great day, everybody.
Thank you.
Meeting
Thank
is
you.
adjourned, and we'll be in executive session for discussion personnel and litigation. We're done.